listening to the Why Boarding School podcast, broadcasting around the world. Join us as we promote independent boarding schools throughout the United States and Canada with our invited guests. Now, here's your host, Dr. Jeffrey Quebec.
Welcome to the Why Boarding School podcast. I'm Jeff Quebec, and today I'm joined by the Dean of Enrollment Management at Tilton School in Tilton, New Hampshire, J.D. Rogers. Welcome, J.D. It's great to have you here today.
Thank you, Jeff. Great to be here. Excited to talk about our school.
Awesome. So with its founding dating back to 1845, including having been a single gender boarding school, a town academy, a junior college, a seminary, and then eventually becoming one of the first coeducational independent schools in the country, Tilton School seems to have a unique history. And JD, perhaps you can start off by giving our audience a brief overview of the number of students at Tilton School, grades you offer, where they come from, etc.
Absolutely, and thank you for bringing up our history. I think that's certainly something that is quite unique, being in our 179th year here, and the school has done an amazing job of preserving its history while keeping campus, very modern with great facilities. So it's a great meeting of history and just where students are learning today, for sure. But right now we have 200 students from, of course, all around the United States and all around the globe. So we have students from 21 different U.S. states, including Washington, D.C., and then 18 countries. And that fluctuates a little bit, but we tend to be, anywhere between 18 and 22, 23 states, and anywhere between, 16 and 20, 21 countries. So it's, even though we like to say we are intentionally small, that's something we feel is important as students build relationships with their peers and of course their teachers, all their faculty and staff that are here. It's still very global in its diversity. So it's a very vibrant and energetic student community and overall community.
So JD, so just to clarify, it's grade 9 through 12 plus postgraduate year also?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Thank you. We are high school and with a relatively small postgraduate program, typically maybe between 8 and 10 postgraduates every year, but yes, 9 through 12 and postgraduate.
Okay. And JD, what is the academic curriculum like at Tilton School?
So it's wide-ranging. We want students to be able to, of course, be able to pursue and focus things that they have, strong interests in different fields of study. But of course also develop new interests as well. So, we have lots of different departments, in those core subjects that you would expect. But then also as you get into, different departments like, business and entrepreneurship or social sciences, certainly in things like engineering, robotics. So there's lots of choice. We are an AP school, so we have 16 different AP courses that we can offer. And again, that's in really all departments. We have a great selection within the arts as well. We have about 20 different arts courses that students can choose from. So again, we want students to have choice. To again pursue the things that they're interested in. They're going to be challenged. There's a strong rigor, but at the same time, lots of different resources and tools in which to find support and be sure that they're in the strongest position to succeed.
So to piggyback back off that sort of support comment, can you talk a little bit about the Center for Academic Achievement at Tilton School? I know there's sort of a customized approach to each of the students that it serves.
Absolutely. And so our CAA is a wonderful, learning support center. It is its own facility. And we have, about 20% of the students who we would say are required to use it. But, it allows us to serve those types of learners that are coming in, whether with, diagnosed learning differences, or even if they just, sort of need that extra foundation and launching pads to be able to succeed. There are several ways ways that students are engaged in CAA. Of course, we have the one-to-one instruction. That instruction, can be subject-based or class-based if we're talking math or writing or history, whatever it may be. But we also really work to, instruct on and develop essential skills. So that's a big part of the CAA, whether you're talking about, like study skills in general, or even, public speaking and presenting skills, note-taking, obviously organizing your work or managing and budgeting your time, all of those things. But that idea of essential skills is also, very prominent in CAA as well. So that, one-to-one instruction is the strongest form of support that's in CAA. We have several different, one-on-one classrooms in the CAA that students can benefit from. And then we also have small group work. So this we call learning labs. So it tends to be 3 to 5 students that learn in the same sort of context and capacities. So if we're thinking of again individual subjects or essential skills, but they're learning in a small group setting rather than one-to-one. We also have peer counseling and peer tutoring. And actually for some of our international students, not too many, but we do offer some English language support, and that is also taught through the CAA as well. So that's very high level, 30,000 foot look at our CAA.
No, that's great. That's great. Thank you. And I know you mentioned when you talk about the curriculum, you mentioned the arts program at Tilton. Can you tell us a little more about the visual arts and the performing art offerings?
Absolutely. We have a beautiful, our daily as in the name, DALUI, our daily arts center. It's a beautiful, art specific area. It's 2 stories. So this is for our more, visual and portfolio arts. We have a couple of different painting and drawing studios in there, a beautiful ceramics studio with 8 pottery wheels. We have a film development room, a dark lab, photo lab, and then also essentially a digital design and graphic design lab as well. In our art center for performing arts, we have different some music ensembles that we offer for students. They actually were just able to do their concerts, just before leaving for break, Thanksgiving break, and then we also do. We have a beautiful Hamilton Hall is our theater on campus, and we do 3 drama performances each year. So typically try and do one sort of more serious theme, actually drama or tragedy, a comedy, musical, and again for this fall we actually just did the Addams Family was a musical that was this fall's performance. So and students can be a part of stage design and sort of the kind of production crew as well. So don't have to actually be performing if they just still have an interest in being a part of that performing arts. But yeah, that's a little bit about sort of as you said, portfolio and performing arts and music and theater.
Oh, that's great. Are there any special signature programs that are offered at Tilton, would you say?
For sure. We have, I would say 3 that I like to always highlight.
Okay.
One is called our Student Experience Block. So this is grade level programming, happens every Thursday. And it's really, enrichment opportunities for students to, participate and engage in many different areas and ways. It could be something within community service, it could be outdoors, could be learning about farming, it could be learning about engineering, or maybe it's something within the community, right, that you're going to be able to participate in. And, there's other. It's just a wide range of, just opportunities for students each Thursday. As an example, a few weeks ago, we had about 30 younger alumni on campus, and all of our students were able to, just go and speak with them and learn about what fields of work they were in, their careers. What did they study in college? What did they have to do to get where they were? And so obviously for students that had an interest, could have been in investment management or being a vet, to being in the armed forces. So a little bit of everything. But that was one way that we use student experience blocks. So it's a very varied and eclectic program that hits a lot of different things. But it's again just we like to use that term enrichment. Ways of students. Continuing their education outside of, the classroom and getting to apply and or learn about things they're, covering in classes, but, not actually in the classroom. So that's student experience block. We have also a great program called Independent Learning Experiences. These are essentially independent studies. And what I believe is unique to Tilton is that all of our students can do this. I know often independent studies can be reserved for upperclassmen, but even our ninth graders can do it, which is great. And so like academically, I know we have had some students who have been able to, potentially take a language that we do not offer. Or maybe it's a certain level of math class that maybe we go up through AP Calculus BC, but even if it's beyond that, they're able to do it like in music, for example. Maybe if it's a particular instrument that we just do not offer a course for, they are able to work with teachers, their advisor here at Tilton to partner with the necessary parties to be able to do these independent experiences. They actually can also be in sports. Again, I know we'll chat about sports in a few moments here, I'm sure, but that opportunity to potentially pursue something that you love that maybe Tilton does not have. So that's all within the ILEs, the independent learning experiences. And then finally is our legacy project, and so that is a nearly year-long project that all of our 12th graders do. It's sort of that rite of passage and culmination of our senior year for all of our students, and it is something looking to resolve an issue that whether it's for our immediate Tilton community or something in the greater world, but it's a big deal, as they say. So you have to pitch it and present it, just to get it approved, and then you work throughout the year on it, and there's of course different check-in points, and then at the end you have to present it to a panel as well, and it's actually something that our students have earned scholarships to, for university. So it's a it's a great again opportunity for our seniors to again really apply what it is that they have learned and are learning over their years at Tilton, and really put it into practice, put it into play. And again, these projects run the gamut. They span the full spectrum. Again, from engineering and entrepreneurship. To a student, just last year who, built a farm bot that we still have on campus here, an automated farming system, to a student who, put together a daycare program for the Tilton community. So, it really is depending on what the student would like to really dive deep into, and again, that sort of issue or maybe something missing. Again, whether it's Tilton or elsewhere outside the outside community, that's our legacy projects. So those are three that I like to lead with in terms of signature programs.
Well, they certainly seem like some unbelievable experience and opportunity, especially because you can have that independence and you can bring different interests back into the community.
Absolutely, and it allows students to have a bit of control over that, or guiding their academic experience, because we do believe that students are going to be most engaged and learn best when they are following those things that most interest them.
And of course, learning from one another too, right?
Exactly, absolutely. Lots of collaboration and project group work. For sure.
And JD, how about sports? Is every student required to play a sport each season? And also, what are some of the athletic offerings that Tilton has?
Yeah, for sure. So we do have a requirement that a student is doing something within the extracurricular realm, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a sport.
Okay.
So we, in terms of what we offer, We have over 20 different athletic programs that we offer competitively. And, I would say, of course, some of the more traditional sports, soccer and cross country, basketball, ice hockey, baseball. I'm sure I'm going to miss a couple here, so if ask. But we also have some very unique ones. So we have a mountain biking program that competes, skiing and snowboarding that competes. But what is great and most important is that really all students can participate in these sports. Regardless of their level of interest. So there's, whether we're talking about club level or even, of course, lower level teams where they are competing, students are going to have that chance to be able to, again, participate, try that sport that they're really interested in.
Yeah, very nice. So what we're going to do, JD, is we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and learn more about the Tilton School.
Do you have any questions or guests that you'd like to see on an upcoming Why Boarding School podcast? You can contact us directly through our website at whyboardingschool.com. Now, back to our show.
Welcome back to the Why Boarding School podcast. I'm Jeff Quebec, joined by JD Rogers, the Dean of Enrollment Management at the Tilton School in Tilton, New Hampshire. And JD, as we continue to speak about the great offerings at the Tilton School, maybe perhaps you could share with our audience, what's a typical school day like at Tilton?
Absolutely. So our day will open about 7 a.m. when breakfast opens up for students. Our academic day is 8:15 until 2:50. And within that day, you have 5 academic courses or classes. You'll take 7 as a student. So, it's a rolling, snaking schedule. Within the academic day, though, there are other, periods that we have as well. So, of course, we have an advisory during the week. We have school meeting every Friday morning. We have the student experience block. I don't think I mentioned when I was talking about that is every Thursday afternoon. We do have what's called a conference period, which is some opportunities for grade level programming. So there are some other things that happen within that academic day, but that's, again, that's sort of 8:15 to 2:55. And then sports for the most part, 3:30 to 5:30, or I should say extracurricular activities. We do, in addition to sports, there's opportunities to do like afternoon arts or the theater. As I mentioned, we have community service each season that is, that satisfies that obligation to be participating within an extracurricular. So there's many other options as well. But those are mostly 3:30 to 5:30. Gets a little bit different in the winter, as I think most schools understand. Space gets a little bit more limited. So 3:30 to 5:30. Dinner is open from 5:30 until 7. There's some free time, before and after dinner, before and after study hall. Study hall is 7:30 to 8:45, and then we have check-in after that. It lights out at about 11. So that's a typical weekday.
Great.
And
So let's piggyback on that, though. So how about the weekends? What are the weekends like at Tilton School? Are there events on campus, different club activities, trips off campus, et cetera?
For sure. We are proud to be able to offer many different activities each weekend. So certainly some that are on campus, whether we, bring like bubble soccer or a bunch of, food trucks onto campus or even like a comedian or hypnotist. Like we do like to have students stay on campus when they can. But we also know that, students like to get off campus, and lots of different ways to do that as well. We're in a great location. I didn't have a chance to talk about that, but, we are obviously in the foothills of the White Mountains and surrounded by lakes. So we do a lot of outdoor activities in those offerings on the weekends. But we're also only still 90 minutes from Boston. So I would say maybe like once a month we do a trip into Boston. But we also have our town, Tilton, nearby that has great shopping and food. There's a movie theater 5 minutes away. So dinner and movie trips. We'll go to, amusement parks when it's a little bit nicer out, water parks, things like that. So, college visits, sporting events, whether professional or, again, collegiate. So we like to go to all sorts of different types of athletic events at the collegiate level also on weekends. So there's always going to be several options for students to choose from on those weekend activities. And And of course, being in the boarding school, realm and world, Saturday's a big game day, and we have pretty incredible, scenes and atmospheres at all of our home sporting events. So we love that to be a part of the weekend offerings as well.
So it sounds like the students certainly aren't going to be bored at Tilton School. There's a lot going on the weekend.
Absolutely not. There's an incredible spirit and energy and just enthusiasm. Just being here, at any rate, and certainly as you get into the weekends.
And how about the meals at Tilton? Are they required? Do they sit down? Are they buffet? Maybe tell us a little about how that works in the dining hall.
Sure thing. A little bit of everything you just said.
Okay.
The vast majority are going to be, buffet and not required. Sort of a part of that independence, right? That they're gaining. But of course, if they would like to, breakfast, lunch, and dinner throughout the year is all available at our in our dining hall outside of breaks. But having said that, we do have formal dinners. Say a couple times a month, I would say, where we gather as a whole school, and it could be by advisory or maybe to celebrate a sports season, or we have a really neat art gallery on campus, and we have visiting artists, and so we'll always do a formal dinner around welcoming a new visiting professional artist who's displaying their work in our gallery. So we do have some formal sit down dinners. And as we have a great little town that we are up on a hill. Our beautiful campus sits on we like to call it the hill, so we're on top, and it's about a 3 maybe 4 minute walk right down the bottom of the hill. There's restaurants, few little shops, so students have the opportunity to walk to that. But then about 4 minute drive away is more restaurants, big shopping outlets, and so students can order food from there as well. Or again, we take we like to call it our Ram Tram on the weekends that just does some loops around those areas so they can go get some food or go shopping.
And for those who don't know, that's the mascot, right, of Tilton School, the Rams?
Yes, of course, yes. We are the Tilton Rams, so I guess that Ram Tram makes a little bit more sense now.
Yeah, very much
yes.
so. Great.
Tilton
So,
Rams.
JD, can you talk a little bit about the dorm life at Tilton School? What's that like?
Yeah. For sure, yeah. So we have 6 houses and halls on campus. All of them are, I would say, either new or recently renovated. So I think they're very, very nice spaces to be able to live and learn in. 2 of them, let me back up. One of them just reopened this year after undergoing a major renovation, and another one will be reopening the start of next school year. And they actually are housed within our original school building from 1845. So it's a really unique place to be able to have dorms. They're absolutely beautiful. We talked a little bit, of course, about study hall and check-in and the weekend activities, but we're grouped, of course, by grade and age for the most part. Most of the dorms that we have are doubles. We have a few singles for upperclassmen, especially like our proctors, RAs, leaders in the dorms. And we do have some suite style living for upperclassmen, where maybe they're in a room, 2 rooms of 2 students each, so a room of 4, but they have a common space and common bathroom in the middle. That is opportunities for some of our upperclassmen as well. Of course, dorm parent in each dorm and on each floor within those dorms. So I guess I should have led by saying our health and safety, well-being of our students is our number 1 priority, and certainly they receive that inside our dorms and halls. So yeah.
So in addition to having the dormitory house parents, is there also an advisor system at Tilton School?
Yes. Yep. So we have an advisor where you meet, academic advisor, you meet at a minimum once per week. Our advisors are absolutely amazing at being proactive and checking in with their students and being a support for them in organizing their current work, but also being able to set pathways for and goals, not just for this immediate year, but as they look ahead. Certainly they are a big support, along with our college counseling team and department, but in their advisees as they explore college options, and again, even in just their social and emotional well-being. They are a confidant and someone our students grow close with and are able to talk to about whatever may need to be talked about. So absolutely on the advisor system.
So as we hear about all these amazing opportunities on the Tilton School campus, would you say, is there a typical Tilton School student?
So I would have to say maybe not in how they learn, because I will say that our community is able to support lots of different types of learners. But in how they are, in terms of being very eager and enthusiastic, that they understand what Tilton is and how it can benefit them, and they really look to make the most of that. Our students, they understand they're in a wonderful situation and place, and so they do not take it for granted. They make the most of it. So I would think that is where they are most alike. But in terms of just that academic student, we really have all different types of learners, but it really is in who they are as young adults and young individuals, in that they are here to grow as people, community members, leaders, and of course as scholars, student athletes, student musicians. But they really get after it, and that goes back to that soul and energy that is really just unbelievable. I would say unparalleled here. And one other thing I want to say about just the students, that they know they can be their authentic and genuine self, right? That they are here to find that best version of themselves, and success means a little bit something different to each student. But that's what they know what it is, and they're striving for it and helping each other along the way. There's a great peer responsibility to one another here too.
Great. So JD, are there any, let's call it, cool traditions at Tilton School that may be perhaps unique from other schools? Maybe perhaps there's one tradition you hope always remains part of Tilton, just never.
Ooh. So I would say there are wonderful traditions here. We have an arts festival. We have a what we call the Ram Jam. We have a spring and winter festival that are just are very, very neat. And again, it really.
What's the Ram Jam? I want to hear more about that.
So the Ram Jam it was like a music festival, and also it was combined with one of our other festivals to basically be almost like a ski and snowboard park festival thing. It's pretty incredible. So the jumps and things and ramps were built by students here. So it was just kind of a unique way to bring several different areas of academic departments, but student groups, all together. So it's a pretty fun and different thing for students to do. And we also have our black and gold games, and so that is a source of internal pride each year. So half the school, and that is all community members, faculty, staff included, are divided into one on the black team and the others on the gold team, and there are just friendly competitions throughout the year to see who comes out on top. And during every one of our school meetings, there's an activity it could be as simple as tossing little balls into a basket on someone's head, to being a little bit more creative, and maybe it's about an arts and crafts competition or something, or a sports activity on the weekend. So it's those are the black and gold games. One of the biggest events for black and gold games throughout the year is our annual black and gold hockey game. So our hockey players, regardless of level, that are on the black team, they will be on that, and then gold team as well. And of course, the students that are a part of each respective, black or gold team are in the stands, just going nuts, cheering on their team, their color. So the black and gold games are certainly something that are well known here, and as I said, very much a source of bragging rights and pride within
some awesome school spirit. It sounds like.
Absolutely.
And so you said all the faculty and staff, you're on a team also?
Yes.
So are you winning this year, JD?
What's that?
Is your team winning?
So you know what? I would have to look because we didn't have a school meeting as we left for break.
Okay.
But yes, I'm on the black team, and we were winning at last check, which would have been about a week and a half ago.
Go black.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So before we talk about admissions, is there anything about the Tilton School that we didn't discuss today that you'd like to hear to mention?
I think we, thanks to you and your questions, I think we hit on most everything. Again, it is really just a place where students, and again, just young individuals are here to be able to really again find their best selves and find new interests, but also pursue those things that they're really interested in and be challenged, have lots of, different offerings. But we like to say, we are a small school with global offerings. So it's just it's a place of tremendous energy and pride, as we have said. In a wonderful location in central New Hampshire. So it's a great place to live and learn.
It certainly does seem like that Tilton has a tremendous amount of offerings based upon the things you share with us here.
Mm-hmm.
And, so if someone's interested in Tilton School, how might they go about starting the admissions process?
First you can reach out to us. We would love to be able to just have initial communication and conversations. And I'm sure, Dr. Quebec will be able to provide our contact information, but we love to have those initial conversations just to get a sense of, what it is you're looking for, how Tilton might be able to serve you, and obviously, then help to be able to guide you through that application process. But we do utilize the SAO. So, of course, it makes it nice and efficient and a little bit more, seamless to apply to, several schools. So we use SAO. Love to have students, whether you want to come for just a traditional tour, or you can, if you're able to, come spend a whole day with us. We do offer shadow days for students. So that's, really how we, look to get students engaged in our application process.
Awesome. And JD, what is the website for Tilton School?
It is tiltonschool.org.
Perfect. Yeah. So this is great. Well, JD, I certainly have enjoyed speaking with you today and learning more about the Tilton School. And I think this is a great opportunity for students who might be interested in pursuing it. But certainly, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jeff. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Once again, JD Rogers, Dean of Enrollment Management at Tilton School in Tilton, New Hampshire.
Thank you for listening to the Why Boarding School podcast. We look forward to you joining us for our next episode. Please remember to subscribe to the Why Boarding School podcast and help us spread the word. Until next time.